Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the podcast from DM Gaming. Yeah. Y'all, it's been an awesome week. It's getting better and better every minute of every single day. And I have some amazing news um, that I received on Twitter last night from Football Gaming. Y'all can follow him on Twitter at Ball Gaming 101. That's BALL Gaming GAMING 101. That's Football Gaming. Follow him on Twitter at Ball Gaming 101. He sent me something last night that I think merits a lot of attention. I remember speaking about this a while back. It was some time ago. I actually talked about it, and that was Madden on PC. Now, I made the comment that I didn't think, with the consoles that Madden was coming out on, and I made the comment that I didn't think that Madden would be coming to PC because there's not a really big PC base for Madden. However, according to Game Informer, who's showing the massive, it's an article by Game Informer. You can check it out on their website. It's called the Massive E3 2017 Games List. And it shows it by each publisher and developer. And EA has Madden listed. And guess what it shows? Yes, Madden 18 is reportedly said to be coming to the PC. Yeah. Now, how does that affect us as gamers? First of all, it's not going to change how the game plays on PlayStation and PS4. However, for people like Sports News Online, who's known for doing modifications, and the way that the modding community is now in Madden, you can more than expect somebody to mod Madden to look like a college football game. Can you see that? So I want to give a huge shout out to football gaming. I appreciate that, Broham. I appreciate that information, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that because when I saw that last night, I was like, man, we got to cover that tomorrow morning. What do you think about that? Because he even sent me some more stuff this morning showing me video of I think it was Madden '08 or '07 back when it was on PC, how somebody modded it to look like college football. And it's sick, y'all. It's sick, first of all, because it's college football. What made it even sicker is the fact that freaking John Madden is commentating on that thing, man. It looks cool, man. Because one thing that I've always noticed is Madden's graphics has always been seem like they look better than college footballs. That's why I used to always play college football and be like, man, I wonder what this would look like with Madden's graphics. Man, Sports News Online, or Sports News Now, I'm sorry. Sports News Now, if y'all listening to this, could y'all mod that? If y'all got it on the PC? But here's the thing, because they even modded NCAA 14, but it's not on PC. So, you can mod stuff off of different consoles just whenever the game comes out on PC. I think it's a lot easier to mod because then you're using the PC, which is capable of more things. But I just got to know. I don't even have a PC, but if somebody could mod Madden 18 for college to look like college football and play like college football, I'd get a PC for that. I'd get a PC for that all day, man. So y'all, big shout out to Football Gaming. Like I said, y'all go follow him on Twitter. Big shout out to you, Broham. I appreciate that information. And then also on Twitter, man, we got some people going to work for us, man. For real, like the community is alive and well, man. Hang on, let me Kendall Brown and us, who we was talking about yesterday, that gave us that information about the equipment in Madden. Um, he said, thing is, if these didn't make it in this year's game, we're on a 2-year gap between the right equipment by the next installment. Um, he sent me an image of some cleats, and these cleats look sick, y'all. They really look good. He told me the top left are Russell Wilson's cleats. More wear them also, and the right ones are various players like Terrell Pryor, Mike Evans, etc. Key is this is last year's cleats, and that's what he was saying. That I guess whenever the new stuff comes out, it's on a 2-year thing as far as it being in the game. So if it came out last year, then it should be in the game the following year. And he's sending these images, and he's hitting up these producers and the directors and stuff of Madden. You know, he's trying to put it out there, say, hey, look, this should be in the game. This should be in the game. This should be in the game. And that's one thing that I wanted to talk about too with equipment is that, you know, like you see in the NBA, players have sponsor shoes and things like that. And I don't think the NBA is as strict with their players as what shoes they wear. They allow them to wear their sponsored shoes and stuff for that effect. There are some NFL players that like Russell Wilson, people that have their own cleats. But like I said, those cleats still fall within the guidelines of the NFL. So wouldn't it be cool in a career/superstar mode to be able to select your shoes? Because let's be real, y'all, there's a big group of guys and girls out there who love shoes. And I think even it would be really cool. Like me, when it comes to my football equipment, man, I like to have all kinds of choices. Oh, kind. But I digress. Wouldn't it be really cool to say in a career/superstar mode to be able to go in and select from, say, wearing Russell Wilson's cleats or wearing, another player's cleats or something to that effect? Or, what about Jordan? Jordan got some cleats in the game. I think Vic even had his own, sponsored cleats. Or what if you could earn a sponsorship deal and kind of design your own shoe in the game? I think that would be really cool. And that's something, for us to think about, something for the community to ponder about. But big shout out to Kendall. He's still doing the groundwork, man. And I appreciate everything that everybody is doing. The love is growing, man. And I see that and I love it and I'm appreciating it, man. It's just amazing where everything is headed for us, y'all. We are so close to that 1,000 subscriber mark on the YouTube channel. So if y'all listen to this and you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, first of all, go check out the channel, because we don't want you to subscribe unless you like the content, but we feel confident that you will like the content and the sense of community that's there. The webpage, it's www.youtube.com/C/DMGaming06. And then you can also follow us on Twitter at DMGaming5. And then on Twitch as well, it's twitch.tv/DMGaming06. We're having some fun, y'all. We're having some fun. I haven't heard, I ain't gonna say I haven't heard any news, because definitely the news that those gentlemen provided is worth talking about. It's worth talking about. So I would be very impressed to see where the modding community could take Madden on the PC. And here's an interesting thing for some of y'all that don't know. Like I said, you do have mods on Xbox and PlayStation, but when a game comes out on PC, the modding community, I'm gonna put it like this: it's the new wave. Some developers don't like their games to be modded, while other developers like Skyrim actually welcome it. So much so that when they released the remastered sort of edition of Skyrim on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, they even put mods that the community had made into the game, some of the mods into the game, which was really, really cool. So for something like Madden, what modding could do, even for Madden, even on EA's end, they could actually see, okay, if the community is able to mod the game like this, it could give them some ideas for that. modding goes beyond just changing what a player looks like and things like that. You can mod all kinds of things. It's just mods just means you're modifying something. So if, like, say in Madden 17, the receivers are dropping more passes, the modding community can actually make it to where they catch more passes. I mean, the possibilities are literally endless. These guys are brilliant at what they do, and like I said, it will, you'll get a taste of it. I think, if the modding community get their hands on Madden on PC, you'll get a taste of what they're gonna be able to do with it. So expect I expect to see somebody do a mod with college football. And even if I'm not able to play that, sign me up for that YouTube channel, and I would definitely watch that. You know what I'm saying? That would definitely. Can you imagine that, seeing NCAA with the Frostbite engine, man? Because I guarantee you, if they're able to mod Madden 18, somebody's gonna do it, and I just can't wait to see who's gonna be first. I hope it's my boys over at Sports News Now, man. I hope it's them because they doing some huge things even with NCAA 14. So I know y'all can make it work, man. Just send me a clip or something, Let me know what's up. But we'll have the opportunity to talk with them this weekend, y'all. So better believe I'm gonna be asking them that. I wonder if they're aware of it or not. I've actually tagged them in it, so we'll see. But I digress. It's getting close to EA Play, ladies and gentlemen, and it's getting close for us to hear some stuff about Madden. And y'all, we're excited. We're excited. Going into this, I kind of felt like, man, I think I would run out of content. I used to wonder that about, talking about it and stuff. Like, man, you run out of stuff to talk about, but you don't, man. There's always something to talk about. There's always something presented. And, unlike some of the big timers, I think, you kind of, well, that's not newsworthy or something. No, man, everything is newsworthy to us. They could come out and say, hey, man, you getting colored shoestring on your cleats. We gonna talk about it. We gonna cover it because to somebody that matters. I'm a person of detail and stuff like that matters. Like, as far as graphics, I would like to see the actual stitching on the players' jerseys and stuff. I mean, you kind of zoom in on Madden and you can see it, but you kind of don't. But one thing that I noticed in Madden 17's reveal trailer is you could actually see the stitching on the numbers. Now, that was in a trailer. Now, I know that actual gameplay isn't going to be representative of that. And I know people looked at Madden, when they were showing Antonio Brown making the catch and then Josh Norman. Now, one thing that people have to realize with that, because even me myself, I said, man, that looks just like 17. It doesn't even look any different. Is that right now it does. That is a extremely early build of Madden 18. And one thing that people have to realize is that they built that game first. And then at the end, that's when they put the finishing touches on the graphics and things like that, like the shading, the lighting, and things of those nature. Because you got to have a game built first before you can add those textures and lightings and stuff. Because with the player movements and things of that nature, if you set up the graphics first, then it affects how the lighting reflects off the players' helmets and things of that effect. So I'm going to be very interested to see. Also, I'm really interested to see how these player entrances are going to play out because I see more and more people beginning to talk about the player entrances and how, when you see Tom Brady coming out the tunnel at the beginning of the game, is it going to look like that? Here's one thing we have to understand about the player entrances. It's not actual gameplay. It's actually more of a cutscene. So with it being a cutscene, the graphics on it can be a little bit better. It really just depends on how the developers utilize the engine to make that look. If the player entrances look like it did in the reveal trailer, that's going to be really, really cool. However, if the gameplay graphics fall off, that's going to be kind of upsetting because it's like you get a tease of this awesome thing and then it falls off. But remember, we used to have player entrances in Madden. And I thought that was really cool. I remember, watching Ray Lewis come out and do his thing, man. Like, that's real cool. My thing with player entrances is let's have it specialized to the player. Like, for instance, in NBA 2K, you know how LeBron used to come out and throw up the chalk and stuff like that. You know how Ray Lewis would come out and do his little dance and stuff like that. You actually have some players that come out and do stuff like that. So can we have that uniqueness, If Cam comes out, can we get a little dab? Can we get a little dab action, Cam? I don't know, you know. So, like I said, I'm very, very excited to see where they're gonna go with that, and it's gonna be one of those things that's gonna be interesting to see. Now, with the stuff that they plan on adding to the game, I think we haven't really touched on the modes in Madden 18, so I kind of want to touch on that a little bit. So in Madden 18, you're gonna have arcade mode, you're gonna have simulation mode, and you're gonna have competitive mode. And if you haven't known, those are gonna be like the three types of gameplay things you could choose from, and each one kind of tweaks the game a little bit different. Kind of like in a car when you got normal mode, sport mode, and race mode. But anyway, arcade mode is going to be more like, I guess, for the beginners of Madden, for the people that's new to the game, to kind of come in and get their feet wet with the product and stuff like that. Simulation mode is going to be more geared towards how we play, how Madden is right now, where attributes play more of a factor over actual player skill. You see what I'm saying? And then competitive mode is one of those modes where you're in total control. I look at it like in the older, remember in the older Maddens, whenever they had the QB cone and all that kind of stuff, where if you put the game on all Madden, it turned off all of the assists, like the straffle assist. You had to use the quarterback cone. You didn't have a choice. Like it turned all of the assist things in the game off, and so it was pretty much up to the user to make those things happen. That's how competitive mode seems like it's going to be. It's going to be one of those modes where it's skill based. I think that target passing becomes an automatic thing in competitive mode, as well as ratings still do. Attributes still will matter, but it's going to play more on player skill in the game and things like that, like blitz checks and things like that. I think with arcade, you may have the computer automatically like ID the mic or something to that effect. But in competitive and simulation mode, you may be left to do those things yourself. And in simulation mode, I think you would have the option to turn some of those things on or off or be able to utilize those things. But in competitive mode, it's like always on type of thing. Me personally, I think I would. I'm gonna definitely check them out. I think we'll hear more about them at EA Play, but I would like the. Now I'm a simulation style person, but at the same time, I don't trust that the computer would make good decisions on some stuff. So I would like probably be more on the competitive end, especially with the the target passing system or whatever, stuff like that. I think that's going to be real cool to see in the game. Um, One thing that people have to realize with the game is that it's still not done. Rex Dixon even said it's not 100% done yet, and still, like I said, they're definitely working out bugs and stuff at this point. The question is, what you see on the screens at EA Play. Of course, you're gonna have the little thing at the bottom saying a work in progress, but that as far from what I've noticed in those views of the game is that the graphics and the gameplay really don't change from that point to release date. What changes is that they just go through and work out the bugs. So I just y'all, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm really really excited. I think graphics is something that we don't touch on a lot, but I think that graphics is going to be insane with the Frostbite. Now, don't get me wrong. It's going to be a big improvement, I feel like, from Madden 17 to 18. Not only that, but with it only being on next generation consoles, they don't have to focus on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, so they have more time to dedicate to that. Now, as good as they may be or lack thereof this year, it will only get better because, see, they've only been working on the game for a year. And, porting the game over to a new engine takes a lot of time, resources, and work. So you got guys pulling double and triple duty and stuff like that. So, I'm not gonna say expect some bugs and stuff like that to seep through the cracks, but when a game is rushed like that, there are going to be some issues somewhere. Now, if there's not, then kudos to the EA Sports development team, but I like to keep stuff realistic. I like to keep stuff in the perspective for y'all, So there may be some bugs here and there, but best believe they'll get patched out. So don't flip your wig if it's some crazy stuff on release date. It's just they're pushed for time. That's one thing that we as the consumer don't understand because we're not on that end as far as all they have to do and the time that they have to devote to it. They devote a lot of time. A lot of these guys don't even get to see their families till the weekends because they're pulling 12, 16-hour shifts trying to get this game ready for us. So we get upset with EA when certain stuff isn't right, but at the end of the day, man, we gotta appreciate what they do, appreciate the work that they do and stuff like that. Even if we don't agree with it, we gotta appreciate that grind and the hustle because they are giving us something at the end of the day. But that ain't no excuse to just give us anything. You feel what I'm saying? It's a real thin line there, y'all. So, with it coming out, I can't wait to see I think right now I'm feeling good about the gameplay. I'm just really kind of looking at, okay, what are the graphics gonna be like? Because y'all, I'm big on graphics. Like if I had a choice between gameplay and graphics, I would choose gameplay. But with me feeling as confident as I do about the gameplay, now it's like, okay, let's focus on the graphics because it's 2017. And there is no reason to me why the sidelines look the way that they do and the players on the sidelines look the way that they do. Like, if you could put thousands of people in the stands, if you could put a coach on the sideline that looks like the real deal coach, because let's be real, when you look to the sidelines, all it is a cut scene. It's a cut scene. You know what I'm saying? So why can't we get a cut scene of the players getting ready? Or, we kind of get some glimpses of that, but I would like to see, actual in game, seeing these players on the sideline getting ready for the next drive or cheering on their teammates. Like if we put up a picture of an NFL sideline in the real game, it's gonna be packed, man. And I kind of would like to get that same experience because let's be real, when you're playing an NFL game, it feels like an empty stadium of sorts, and that's largely in part because the sidelines are so empty. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I really feel like they can do some big things in the game and, just filling up the sidelines, making it seem more like an NFL game, seem more like the atmosphere because y'all with the Frostbite engine, the graphics for the stadium I know for sure are going to be there. That's not my concern. My concern is what is the field going to look like? What are the players going to look like? We kind of seen a glimpse of Tom Brady in the game, but like I said, I think that goes into like the opening scene of the game kind of thing, where the graphics are really, really showing off, So I don't want people to get, look at the reveal trailer and say, oh my gosh, those graphics are sick. Yeah, they are, but that's not representative of actual gameplay. It represents gameplay in that some of that stuff may be in the game, but as far as the graphics go, when you get a reveal trailer, everything is maxed out because you want to grab people's attention. You see what I'm saying? Now, at EA Play, when we begin to see actual gameplay trailers and trailers of actual features in the game, that's when you begin to see what the game actually looks like. Like when we saw in the reveal trailer, Ezekiel Elliott doing that spin move, the game may actually look like that. And the reason why I say this is because when you look at Madden 17's reveal trailer, and you see Gronk doing it, making those catches, doing the fake field goals, that's what the game actually looked like. So if the game looks like it did with Ezekiel Elliott making that spin move, y'all, I'm not going to lie. That's going to be on point because you can even see the definition in the grass. Like, if you ever look at their cleats on the grass in Madden 17, and I seen the same thing between FIFA 16 and 17 when FIFA went from the Ignite engine to the Frostbite engine. When you see a player's cleat on the ground, it looks in 17 and in FIFA 16, it looks like it's just floating above something. It doesn't look like it's actually impacting the ground. But when you look at FIFA 17, you can tell a big difference. It actually looks like an actual cleat on the ground. You could tell that guy is standing on the ground and not seem like he's floating above like a glass type thing on the grass. And with that picture of Ezekiel Elliott, as well as the stuff they were showing from the offense and defensive linemen, you could tell that their feet are actually in contact with the ground. And I'm really touching on Ezekiel Elliott's little clip more because that to me looked like actual gameplay. But I could be wrong. I hope we're not, but we could be. So it's just one of those things we got to keep our ears and eyes to the ground, y'all. We got to keep focused, man. We are so much almost there, man. Midweek, baby. It's Tuesday, man. We got a couple more days left. This weekend is going to be so cool, man, because we got EA Play. We got the collab with Sports News now. And then Dragon Ball Super. Y'all know I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. So, Dragon Ball Super, gonna have a real tasty episode this weekend, man. And so it's just boom, 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 man. I think what would make it better is if I won the lottery between now and then. I think that would make it real. They put the icing on the cake right there. You get what I'm saying, man? So it's all good, y'all. But that's all I got for right now, y'all. Stay tuned, man. If something else comes up, definitely gonna be hitting it up, man. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for listening. I hope that y'all have a blessed day. And as I sign off, like always, till next time, and God bless.